Hey, SAMBINO. Want to make sure that I'm recording before I get too far into this. I don't know how long this video is going to be, but do know that you don't have to watch the whole thing. A lot of the times, with Sea-Dog at least, a lot of the mistakes that he makes are reoccurring. But sometimes it's good to watch the whole thing through if you have time, because mistakes can pop up towards the end as well, obviously. Some things that you should know going into this, right? I use replays. You can't send these files to me, but Sea-Dog can luckily send them, and I can save them. So I don't know, unfortunately, if I can do a 1v1 review of you. I can do 2v2 though, as long as Sea-Dog sends me the replay, or if it's me and you, obviously. Another thing you should know are the tools that I'm using. Let's just click on a random match here. There's 2v2 with me and Sea-Dog. So here's some tools that I like to use, that I've been using for the last 3 times that I've done this with Sea-Dog. I like to use this view here so that I can get a full view of the play. Excuse me one second. Let me shut my door. There we go. I like to use this fly camera so that I can look all around. The only other view you'll see me use is this one. This is where I can do all of my little arrows and junk. I can say, well, Sea-Dog's going to go for this ball, and I'm going to go for boost, and he's going to go for, you know what I'm saying. I can erase and all of this. So I'll be using Epic Pen. This is what this software is called over here. And other than that, that's all you really need to know. But yeah, mostly you'll see me though with this fly cam, and I'll be looking over where you are in the field, rotation wise, positioning wise, because honestly, and you know this, the decision making and the positioning, all of that, those aspect, game sense, those parts of the game are the ones that you struggle with. You don't seem to struggle very much with the mechanical aspect of the game. In fact, you pick that up pretty quickly. Whereas you are probably around a diamond mechanically and a gold or a platinum. When it comes to your decision making, Sea-Dog is probably the opposite. Whereas he's somewhere near diamond in his decision making, or maybe even a little bit higher than that. But his mechanics are around gold and platinum, probably platinum. But anyway, this will be great for you then, because this replay review stuff, all of this is just your game. I'm not going to be judging your mechanics. Mechanical mistakes happen; they happen. But I'm just going to be looking into decision making, where you are on the field and such. We're going to be going over this one here. I like to usually go over replays that we lose, but unfortunately I don't have. This is a rumble match here, so this one doesn't work for a 3v3. This one you quit halfway through. This one is 5-0, so it's an easy sweep. This is the rumble match, and this one you said you weren't really trying, so I didn't want to do this one. So we're going to go over this one. Even though we won, I made sure for Sea-Dog's 1v1 replay review, right? This one right here. He won, and he still took a lot away from it. So hopefully we won this one, and you can still take a lot away from this. But I'll stop talking so much. Before I get into it, though, I just wanted to share one of the things that I can share with you that I share with Sea-Dog under training and custom training. If you want to, if you're curious about any of these training packs and you want to try them for yourself, click, you see the code here. Look at this code. You need to go from here, take this code, go to featured, and then at the bottom, enter code. You enter the code and click OK. And you get this, you can download this training pack. Here's some ones that I would recommend. Saves by Poquito. It just shows you a lot of difficult saves and they're hard. Some of them you won't be able to do, but give it a shot. The ultimate warm up, try that one as well. Diamond defense, try that one. High aerials, surprisingly difficult shots. Aerial shots, passes might be a little difficult, but give it a shot. Wall to air dribble, power shots, Kev per aerial car control, dribble training, shots you shouldn't miss, And don't worry about that last one. It's a little too hard. But just, pause and look at the code if you want to put any of these, you want to try any of these training packs. I feel like I've tried them all numerous times. They're all very good. I would give those a shot. Let's go into replay. Okay, let's begin. And I'll tell you what I told C-Dog. If there is in those training packs, right? If there's a shot or a save you don't know how to do, just tell me, and I'll let you know how to do it. Anyway though, let's look into this. So another thing I want to keep in mind throughout this replay is I'm going to be paying attention to Sam. C-Dog is going to make a lot of mistakes, and I'm going to make a lot of mistakes as well. But it's not about them. C-Dog has his own video, and I'm learning about my mistakes as I go along. We're going to be focusing on you this match, so you're going to see mistakes happen, and I might briefly mention them. But again, if I don't talk about one, know that I know it exists. I'm just not pointing it out because it's not you. Anyway, let's get right into this. So let's see kickoff. So in this play, C-Dog should be going. He doesn't. You do a pretty good kickoff here. Was this your wave dash kickoff? Very good. It seems like you got that done consistently, and you're doing well for it. You should grab this 100 and play that. You can play this forward if you want. In this situation, right? I don't know if you planned on this or not, but I would, in this situation, right, I would look back towards me and C-Dog. I would use my rear view, which is by pushing down the right stick to see where C-Dog and I am. And if we're like we are now, right, where we're too far back, then I would go for this ball. I don't know if you had the awareness or you just wanted to go for it. But I would look back and check on where we are, because I might want to go for this ball because I might be up and you have to grab 100. I could be I could be at that ball faster than you are. But anyway, you grab the 100. You go this way. I play behind you. You play it up. This is good. A lot of people a lot of people freak out over this kind of stuff that you're doing here. Let me show you. So what you're doing here. And I don't know if you intend on any of this stuff at all, to be honest. You seem to just do this stuff naturally, which is great. But a lot of people will try to go down here and then try to hit this up. It's good to do this where you go over it and you hit it down like this and it bounces. This freaks out so many players because people think, oh, well, he's going to go off the wall. And then they get positioned for a dribble or something. But this is just a really fast, aggressive play. This is great. I like this. I like this play a lot. This is great. Let's go back to fly cam. But yeah, see how you hit it down? Very good. And then you can take his 100. There, you could have tried to swipe the 100 or try to demo the guy taking the 100 at the very least. Here, I'd follow this up. Nice try at the shot. Honestly, this play for you is good. Now, what you should do is you should rotate out. Yeah, there's no real chance for any bumps or demos with where you landed. He bumps you, in fact. You just need to rotate out. The bump puts you in a little bit of a weird position. You're going back. What I would do here, right, is as we're rotating out, you see how the play is happening on this side of the field, on the right half? The right half relative to where you are, where you're looking, on this side of the field, obviously, and how we're moving. All of us are moving in this direction. You're not going to do anything else with this play, right? You're done. You don't have, you're behind the ball here. We're going to push up. You should rotate behind us. It's great that you go this way, right? I'm glad that you do. That's perfect. And that you didn't go into the play like this and, accidentally tried to bump one of us. I'm glad that you're kind of getting out of the area where the play is happening and just letting us touch this ball. The issue is that you kind of go straight back and you don't really need to. Let me show you. So here, right, what I would like for you to do here, and I'm going to have to do this this business. So you get bumped, right? What I want you to do at this point is I would like you to swing out this way and behind C-Dog. Something like that, right? Well, let's see Sam's path of trajectory here. And why I want you to do this is because you're out of the way. You're not risking. C-Dog doesn't have to avoid your little, if you drive towards him, you might bump him. You need to get out of the way of the play and just rotate third. Let's see what Sam does, though. He just kind of goes straight for Sea-Dog, and he almost bumps him, right? Arrow's still up there. But you get what I'm saying, right? In this situation, you do a really great play, and then you rotate out. But the issue is you're about to ruin the next one with this little... Oh, you were so close to this bump. And I bet you... Let's see your cam, right? Let's go see your cam. Oh, wow. You actually have eyes on Sea-Dog, which is good. But still, you should have swung out more. You're freaking Sea-Dog out by being this close to the play. But good on you for being aware and making sure that your ball cam was off and not running into him, knowing that you were running into this play. But I wouldn't have even had to worry about turning my ball cam off if you would have swung out further and not risked hitting him. Rotate around us. Don't, Yeah. In this position, just watch where I'm at. I just ran out of boost, so trying to do this next play. So you need to rotate second, but you go all the way back. You play third, then I have to play up since you're so far back. Just watch where I am. If I've just gone for a play, sometimes you have to cut to second. That was one of those positions. Here, how much boost do we have? 50 boost. I would play up a little bit farther because as you can see, Sea-Dog's playing back, so he'll be behind you. These two guys, see how they're in net right here? Both of these guys above the line, they're both pointed this direction. Both of them. They're both looking this way, right? This ball, if I'm not mistaken, is going this way. So I have full possession of this, right? And if they somehow boomed it over me, and you, if you were farther up, Sea-Dog should have. Another thing you should be watching for in this position is who's behind you. As you can see, there's two defenders in front of you. You can see they're both in net, but you can't see the other guy. So maybe clicking down on your right stick. I know he's probably not going to demo you. I'm not sure what happens really because people don't look for demos in this rank. But I would have just saying, oh crap, there's two guys here in front of me. Where's the last guy? I would have checked the camera, and I would have been up a little bit farther here. Perhaps where this 12 pad here is, this one right here, over the line. Perhaps been all the way up there. Seems like I have pretty clear possession, and then Sea-Dog could rotate behind you. So just play it a little bit more, rush it a little bit more. There's some, you need to have a little bit more speed here. Yeah, this guy's literally right behind you. You got to get to this play a little bit faster because I'm alone on offense against two, and if I hit it around these guys and I hit it backboard or something, you're a little too far back. But yeah, I have full possession. Bad challenge. Luckily, you're there and you pretty much get a free ball. Good job. Okay. Here, you don't need to jump for this. Right? See how you... Look this. Watch this. See how you jump for this? There's no need, right? Let's go back again. Look, you get this great touch, right? And that's perfect. And we're in this scenario... one of these guys very clearly has this, right? This guy, not Chris, you can see he's in front of you and he's trying to clear this ball. And Billy Badson, whatever his name is, here is also trying to clear it. I would just say, trust that these guys have it. Trust them. Trust that they're going to touch this ball. Don't trust that they're going to make a mistake. Trust that they hit this. And instead, go for, try to kill one of them. And if that's not possible, grab the 100. Because right now, me and Sea-Dog are behind you, both of us. So if they hard clear, it'll be pretty safe. We can push this ball back into offense. I would have gone for either a demo here or a 100. Just pay more attention. Instead of going for this ball chasing this, let them clear it into the corner or something, and then let Sea-Dog or me come up and challenge this ball. Try to go for a demo or something here, because what I'm going to do, or what Sea-Dog should be doing or something, is one of us should be coming up here, right? Because the ball is headed to the corner here. And when we head up, if you've demoed someone or if you've stolen their boost, they'll chase this into the corner and they won't have boost, or they won't be there because you've demoed them, and we'll get a free ball to continue this in offense. But since you do nothing, basically, by challenging this, is it's just going to go into the corner and they're going to be able to chase it out. So just pay attention. You have a great opportunity here for demos or a boost. I would do that instead of trying to hit the ball. That's all. Yeah, see, they take it in the corner. You could have tried to demo him or take his boost or something, but yeah. That's fine. I wouldn't rotate this way though. Again, it's just an area of, once you see that this guy takes this boost, you're kind of stressing me out a little bit by being in this play. I'm kind of afraid you're going to try to cut my rotation or something. Best thing you should do is you should just go like this to third man. Sea-Dog should be farther up. He should be like right here, since I clearly have this ball. And you should rotate behind him this way. By rotating this way, you're leading to some kind of possibility where you bump me or you bump Sea-Dog. You're kind of in the middle of this play here. So when you rotate, make sure you rotate this way if you can. Maybe try to bump this guy on your way out when you know that you can't steal this boost, right? But yeah, make sure to rotate away from the play. Sometimes you can't help it, and there'll be scenarios in this game I've seen already with Sea-Dogs that I've had to make actually. But anyway, I go up for this. I miss. Sea-Dog's really far back. This isn't your fault. What you should do here, since Sea-Dog's not that far back and you have 100, is you should take the 100 and then quickly turn. Right? But again, it's not your fault that you're in this position. Oh my gosh, I'm so confused. But yeah, what you should be doing here, you see I miss. What you should do here, and I'm sorry I have to pause it. I have to do it this way. I could explain it, but I have to do it this way if I'm not using player view, if I'm using fly cam. You should grab this boost, power slide, and turn. Because with where everyone is right now, this clearly isn't going to get boomed down, and if it does, Sea-Dog will be back. So since Sea-Dog's far back, you should turn on this, right? And let's watch what happens if you would have turned on it. Let's just see where, watch the arrow, kind of watch your trajectory that I've like put out, that I've laid out for you with this arrow, and let's see where the ball goes, right? Let's say you took the 100 here, and it bounced down. Maybe you could, maybe you could have grabbed the 100 and hit that, although it's over my arrow, of course. But maybe you could have been sitting under it, watching for this ball and jumped forward and try to hit it over them. You understand what I mean? But in the scenario, right, you're grabbing boost here, which is great. You're taking boost from the other team. This isn't threatening. I mean, you could easily be up for this. But again, it's not really your mistake. I mean, you shouldn't have to do this. This should be Sea-Dog's ball, right? Because you're out of boost. You're rotating back to third man. You don't have any boost for this. And Sea-Dog has 100. Am I right? Yeah, probably from grabbing the back boost, but still. He probably had more than you, even if he didn't grab the 100. Anyway, this is coming off the wall. It's a little bit of a bad spot, but Sea-Dog can go up for this, which is fine. Sam's playing it forward. Second man, he sees. I pop this. I probably shouldn't have. I probably should have left it for you, which isn't your mistake. I want to keep playing this forward. Very good. Little hesitation there. I wouldn't turn away from this like you are, right? Because you're just turning away from the play and just letting them have an easy clear without any challenge, which is fine. But Sea-Dog can go up for this. This goes over. This guy plays it up. Something that you can start doing right here, which would be great. And I know it scares you a lot, but in this position, right, he's not gonna hit this ball off the wall too hard. If you drive up there fast enough, you can go up there and then just side flip off the wall. And challenge him for this, right? Because right now, all three of us are back. No one's making a challenge on this. If he were a good player, he could maybe air dribble this or make a hard shot for the net. We're not challenging this at all. You're right here kind of sitting under it. You're kind of useless to this play, right? Because this guy, if he gets to it, it's clearly gonna go over you. So you just sitting here and doing nothing. You're just, you're asking just to have to rotate back and say, oh, well, I guess I was in the wrong position, when you could have clearly just gone up for this and just tried for it. If you miss, it happens, but you're not going to get out of these situations. You're not going to get out of these situations where you say, oh, I didn't know what to do, or I just kind of freaked out, I didn't know how to get on the wall. If you don't try this stuff, if you never try it, you're never going to get good at it. So you need to just try to challenge this. If you miss, that's fine. Sea-Dog and I should be back. I'm behind Sea-Dog, so this is an easy clear for me if he shoots this. But I think it's just rolling across the wall. You should go up for this, take advantage of this, and if you hit it, try to play it towards the net or something whenever you decide to hit it. But anyway, just something to keep in mind. You could have easily challenged that. I'm behind Sea-Dog and everything. Yeah, you could have challenged it right then, just gone up for it right there. Not even had to use the back wall, but now you're just turning away. Sea-Dog's coming up. Now you decide to go up. You're going up a little late. Sea-Dog should have called this, but you shouldn't go up for this now, but that's fine. I get demoed. Look at this ridiculous demo that he does. Look at where I am. Look at where I am. I'm in net. This guy, look at this guy. He is on the wall. He just jumped off the wall. Look at what he's about to do to me. Look at this. Look how ridiculous this is. Look at him. Who does this? That's so ridiculous. Anyway, he's going to come off the wall like that. Sea-Dog's going to pass it, I guess. We could call it a pass. In this position, right? You see one player here, right? He's back post and everything. You could do two things here. Roll it into this corner, right? Roll it up the sidewall and make it really hard for this guy, the last man back. Or you could shoot it with your corner, the corner right here of your car, and try to boom this in the net. Test this guy's defense. Maybe it doesn't go in, but he's the last man back. Maybe he gets a poor save and you set up another shot. He has no boost. Either of those options would have been good options. He's the last man back. Let's see what you do, though. I'm certain you do one of those things, but I'm not sure. Yeah, pop. I mean, not the worst decision. That was actually a very good pop. I didn't even think about that. I didn't know you were going to do that. Sea-Dog's a little far back. He shouldn't be. I went over that in his video. He's a little too far back here. I'm going to be back on the respawn, but that's fine. In this situation, I almost would have, let me see. You could either take their 100 or you could bump. Just make sure that you take their 100 on the way out. It's fine. Sea-Dog's going to shoot this poorly. It's fine. You rotate back. You're rotating to second man. I'm rotating to first man. Sea-Dog's going to try to rotate behind you. You're a little close. I'd be a little bit farther back here. You should know that you should pay attention to where I am. Just pay attention to where your teammates are. Sea-Dog's coming behind you. That's great. You're second. But if this guy, if a hard clear happens, and it doesn't look like there's going to be one, but if a hard clear does happen, we don't have anyone filling this empty space right here. And there's about to be a challenge on this wall, right? Just pay attention. There's about to be a challenge. If he beats me on this challenge and this bounces off the ground and flies this way, from this, how close you are, if it bounces over you, we don't have anyone back just yet. So I'd play a little bit, cover this threat zone until Sea-Dog gets back. You're just playing a little too close to the chest here, playing a little too close to the chest. I'm going to boom this on the net, or at least try to, because they're all too far forward. In this situation, you move over and play second man. You guys are in pretty good positions. I personally would be a little bit more farther forward. Perhaps you take this 12 and position yourself on the wall to receive this. This is basically a pass, right? I boomed it at their net, but I've missed, but it's going to go backboard. These guys are chasing it, but this ball is moving in your direction. If you were a little bit farther forward and you move for this, you might be able to beat them, and we would be able to keep offensive pressure. But since you're so far, you're just a little too far back here. Play a little bit farther forward. You have a last man. If you miss this, if you make a mistake and it gets boomed over you, Sea-Dog should have. He should. Okay. Let's see what happens, though. Yeah, you turn away. I demo some guy. I try to demo the last guy, too. I bump him and everything. But you're just too far back for this. I mean, just way too far back. You finally do go up, though. Shoot it. Let's see here. Here, by this point, right? This guy is turning, but he's not going to make it there before you. This ball is moving towards you, and you're boosting towards it. You're going way faster. You have way more momentum than this guy. You should know that. I'm rotating out. You're not going to worry about hitting me. This guy just respawned. What you do here is it seems like you just boom it, and the ball just flies up here and then off this wall, which isn't all too great. What I would have done, you don't need to slow play this or anything. In fact, it's time to boom it, but just pick your shots a little bit. maybe try to shoot this. Maybe try to put it, but you don't even need to shoot it. If you hit it with the corner over here of your car, when this ball comes to you, you can boom it with the same amount of power you did hitting it into this wall here, this area here. But if you hit it with the corner and you picked your shot a little bit more, maybe this ball flies above the crossbar, right? And these two bozos are right here. They're not defending their net. I don't even know where the other guy is. Just take advantage of this open space that you have. Take advantage of this. Watch the players. Take advantage of this. Be aware of where they are. You can hit this, above the net. If you hit it a little low, well, perfect. That's great. That's a goal. I don't know where the other guy is on the map. Yeah, he's all the way back here. Look at this guy. Look at 4-time lover. Look how far away he is. Take advantage of this. Look at this. Look at the rotation. Look how open it is, right? This guy's rotated to first man. This guy's on the respawn. He's going to have to be second man or go back to net. And this guy's third. This guy's supposed to be third, but look at him. He's all the way over here. This is such a big open space in the rotation, but we don't take much advantage of it. There's no threat towards this ball. You're not going to have to challenge anyone here. Just take your time a little bit and think about it for a second, and then boom this ball towards the net, right? Okay. But you boom it. You hit it off this wall. But what you've done here by booming it off the wall is you've given not Chris 69 here a free pass. You passed it to him. And all he has to do, well, he backflips by accident and Sea-Dog misses and all of this. But again, it's fine. Yeah, as long as you are paying attention to where I was on the field here. Let's see. Did you have ball cam off? See, you see Sea-Dog's missing this. You're rotating back. Yeah, sweet. This position, look, this is great awareness by you. This is actually such good awareness. You don't see that I'm back here. I'm last man, right? And you see this ball. You see this guy next to you. He's flipping for this and everything. You see Sea-Dog miss. You're rotating out. You're probably, if he didn't miss, you would probably rotate this way, hopefully, which is great. You see him miss, and this guy's going up and everything, and you're like, oh, crap. I have a last man back here. And you pop this, and that's great. This was a great play by you. Look at this. This was just great awareness. You had eyes on the play. You had eyes on this play. You see Sea-Dog miss. You pop it back to me, and look what happens when you pop it back to me. You pop it back to me perfectly. You hand it to, you're like, here, have first man. And I'm like, sweet, first man. And then I go up, and then you can rotate behind. This is perfect rotation. Look at this. You see Sea-Dog misses. You're like, oh crap, you turn in, you pop it, you rotate to second, Sea-Dog comes around to rotate to third. Perfect. Sea-Dog's going to rotate way far back. I already talked to him in his replay about that. You're perfectly positioned here in second man. This is great positioning, second man. You could even be a little bit more midfield since you can watch the players say, oh crap, he clearly, he should have possession of this. But, it actually works out. Let's see what happens. No, where you was good. You saw it bouncing off the wall in front of me. You did good. That was good. You challenged this. Again, we're in the middle of the play here. This happens a lot. Not as much as usual, and I feel like in this match. I don't know if it's just getting better overall or not, but you're just not ball chasing as much, I feel like, which has been great. There's other positioning mistakes, but you haven't been ball chasing enough. Enough. Ooh, let's not say that. You haven't been ball chasing as much. But here we see it, though. I don't know how many times it's happened in this game. Not as many as it usually would, but it has happened. But you see this ball. In this situation, right? Just be aware. There's two guys in front of you that you can see. You see the ball. There's a guy that must be behind you that's going to hit this, right? This guy bumps you and everything. I wouldn't even touch this. I would just let them hit this. You have two defenders, right? If this guy right here, right, you can leave this. And maybe instead of going for this, you make a smarter play here, and you see this guy next to you. Maybe you bump this guy. Maybe you try to bump this guy. That would be good. In these situations where you're so far upfield, that's fine. Clearly you like to play a little bit more upfield. In fact, I rarely ever see Sam take net, and that's fine. You play first man. You're very aggressive. If you watch pro game play with someone who plays like you, they barely ever play. They ever play net. They barely ever play net. They trust their priority defender and their second man to do that work. They play up for passes, they play up for bumps and demos, and sometimes they disrupt stuff like this when they need to, but this isn't where you need to. You don't need to disrupt this. You should go for bumps. You're so far up, you should go for bumps. If you bump this guy, right, these guys don't have control. These two guys don't have control on this ball. This is the guy who actually hits it. If you bump this guy out of the way, that gives Sea-Dog time to come up and become first man, and you can rotate out. But what you've done here is you ball chase this, right? And by ball chasing this, you're just postponing this and maybe even setting up a nice hard clear over me and Sea-Dog's heads. So just leave this, go for a bump, try to steal some boost. The boost isn't there, but do one of those things. There's no reason to hit this particular ball, right? Because by hitting this, you're just kind of confusing us. You're playing this up. Sea-Dog was going to hit that ball or challenge that guy on the wall. Now he's got to retreat. Now it's over him. Now I have to shadow this guy. I'm in like a 1v1 situation. Luckily, you're getting back to cut him off or try to. I'm going to have to play this to the corner. None of that would have had to happen. If it wasn't for you ball chasing that there, I would have just left it. That way we could have kept up our offensive pressure. What's Sam doing here? But again, you see Sam likes to make a lot of plays, and I think this is fine. I mean, if this is your, you can trust that Sea-Dog and I are going to be back a lot of the time. You see two of us are back. You can steal this boost since these guys are making an offensive move. Hopefully, you're not making this play just because you want boost, but you're doing damage to them on their half of the field. When they have offensive pressure, you're playing in their space, and that's great. You just need, you need to have a reason why. I feel like you're probably just grabbing this boost because you lack boost. Let's actually see. 25 boost. You don't really need it, so you don't. But it just looks like you have eyes on the ball right now. You don't have eyes on the play. You have, and all of that. But someone with your play style could steal this boost, for a good reason here. We have two players back. I can steal this boost so that none of the upcoming offense has any boost. I can rotate back. See, yeah, look, that guy with Chris guy was about to steal that boost, take that boost, and you stole it from him. That was a good play. It's good that you like to play up so aggressively. It's just being careful to not ball chase. Be careful not to be in the way of the play and rotate back like this. It's good that you avoided the 100 here. That leaves it for me or Sea-Dog. You rotate back to net. You probably didn't need to be honest. You can probably fully rotate behind Sea-Dog here. But I don't see you, and we both go up. You see me, so you decide to play third man. Perfect. Your positioning against third man is good here. I get demoed. You should cut in on this. Hopefully you have eyes on the ball, and you don't have ball cam off here at least. There, perfect. See? You could play this, right? Oh. Because, see, these guys... This ball is bouncing in your direction, right? It might bounce off the wall, but challenge this. I got demoed, so I'm all the way back. I'm on the respawn. Sea-Dog is coming back. I don't know if he grabs this 100 or this is the invisible boost glitch, but he's coming back. We're both back. I would go for a challenge here. It's, sometimes you're aggressive on things that you don't need to be aggressive on. Sometimes you're not aggressive enough on things that you need to be aggressive on. But these guys are here. They're both looking in this direction. They're both looking this way. But the great news is that this guy who's the closest to the ball here, this ball is bouncing in your direction. If you would have turned even a little bit sooner, you would be looking towards this ball. You might have challenged this guy or even beaten him on this wall, But, in this play, by not going for this, you're just giving them more offensive pressure, right? Yep, and you still go for it. Luckily, you played it pretty aggressively. You go for it. You could have challenged sooner and cleanly beaten that guy and not had to challenge him, but that's fine. But yeah, and because you waited so long, now Sea-Dog and you had to 50 it. Sea-Dog has to make a rush play to block. Since I'm back here third, I'm very far back. I don't need to be back that far at all. I should not be back that far. Sea-Dog's in front of me to intercept whatever. This is gonna slide up the wall. You're going to play behind and third. Again, this is when you play third man, you play it pretty, your positioning where you should be, how far you should be up is usually pretty good. It's great. Again, you're backing up here. Don't back up, What you should be doing is you should be just, you don't need to circle, but keep your momentum. You're killing your momentum here by backing up. So as you're a third man, don't just sit around, rotate around in like a circle like this. And when this ball, if this ball goes over here and you're going around in a circle, then, you have fluid movement out of the circle to this play, if that makes sense. But by doing this, you're just killing all your momentum, and you're not keeping yourself on your toes very much. And wherever this ball goes, you're only going to be able to figure out, you're only going to have range, that looks like about like this. You're only going to be able to hit things in about this range if you're only pointing in this direction. But by moving around in a circle, you can adjust you can adjust that range very quickly on the fly. But you're a good distance away. I would have gone up for this personally. But no, maybe not. Yeah, no, that's fine. You left it for your second man. I went up and cut the thing. You're very far back again. You see that I have clear possession of this ball. Play it up farther. Sea Dog's rotating around you. Excuse me. Sea Dog's rotating around you. You should play this. Look, just pay attention to the play here, right? At this moment, right, you should, really, at this moment, you don't need to, there's no reason, there's no rush to get back. You should at least stay where you are right now, distance-wise from the play. If this guy tries to hit it over you, you can easily turn back and save this. But I go for this. You're playing very far back. You need to go up. You finally go up to second man. Sea Dog sees you. He turns. You miss the challenge. It happens. But you showed up late because you were too far back. Sea Dog goes for this. I'm not going to pay too much attention to his mistakes. I'm sure I covered this. I'm not even going to talk about this. I rotate out, grab his 100. You're coming back. I'm going to play this forward. Sea Dog's back. He's going to grab the boost, so you should play near post. I cut. You should go for this. You're not positioned very well in this net. Right? You should be looking this way towards the play because you have Sea Dog behind you. So if it goes around you, Sea Dog should have. But by doing this, what happens if this ball comes this way, right? What if this ball comes down here to meet where you're supposed to be looking? You're going to have to do this weird reversing nonsense and get back in net to save this. Luckily it does bounce out this way so that you can go for an easy touch, but position yourself better. If you were back here in this area, looking sort of this way, right? Well, if you're back in this area, looking this way, like this. If this ball comes down here, and if it bounces out like it does, you can easily just come out of net a little bit and make a turn. But here, you're just a little too far out of net. You're not on your goal line. That's all. And I know you're not used to it because you don't play a lot of net, which is something we might have to work on because there will be more situations in the future where you'll have to play net. But you go out of net for this. Great job. Not the best touch, but mechanical mistakes happen. You challenge that. That's fine. You can. That's fine. I'm not gonna have too many gripes about that. You can rotate it around to third now. You get demoed. We're gonna play this forward. I get a bad touch. You're back. You grab 100. It's fine. I don't see any problems with that. You play second here. That's fine. This isn't a bad place because you expect this guy to try to boom it over Sea Dog. You're in a great place if he booms it over him. You turn and you have clear possession of the ball. That's great. You play this to corner. Again, look at this. You're just missing out a lot of great opportunities to just disrupt, right? Like how I talk about your play style. You're missing out on so many opportunities to disrupt. Disruption isn't just getting in the way of the play, and challenge ball, and having a little bit of some ball chase tendencies like I was talking about. There's also bumps, demos, grabbing the 100 on their side of the field, being just trying to disrupt whatever they're doing on their side when they have possession. In this position, you clearly aren't going to have this. Someone is going to come up from behind and shoot. You're not going to get in a position. You're not going to turn here or whatever and try to shoot this. You're basically done with this play. You're going to turn around, right? Instead of turning around, you have two defenders behind you. You're first man here. Demo somebody. Demo this guy who's going to go for it, or demo someone in net. Try to demo all of them. They're all sitting net. Demo, just drive through net. Try to demo one of them, and then rotate out and steal the other corner boost, their other back corner boost, and then rotate around to third man. And do it quickly too, obviously. But in this situation, it looks like you're just kind of going to bail. and then you turn, and then you're like, oh, should I ball chase this? Should I ball chase this? And you're just caught in a really weird place again, and we're rotating near the play, right? The play is in this half of the field. You know, you can clearly rotate the other direction, and you especially could rotate in the other direction if you tried to kill 4-time lever 8 and try to demo him. Turn around, you know, try to demo one of these guys and then turn out this way. Sea Dog should be way farther up. He should be playing second man. I'm about to either take this shot or something, and you should be demoing one of them and rotating behind. Sea Dog's playing way too far back, but try to kill one of these guys, right? You know, make use of your position upfield where you commonly are. You like to play up and aggressive. That's great, but make use of it for other things than just trying to chase the ball, because you can cause some real disruption if you just try to kill one of them in net. That's absolutely great. Here, I'm going to let them hit it to us and let Sea Dog have. I'm rotating around, likely to second man. And you're third man here, playing net. This is better positioning. See, earlier you were out of the net. Here you're more close to the goal line. In fact, you're behind the goal line, positioned towards the play. Very good. Here, come out of net for this. Very nice. A little late to it, but again, mechanical issue. You get quicker as you practice your mechanics. But you block. Very nice block. You see that again. You're playing up second man. Yeah, this is fine. You see it bounce off the wall. You shoot your shot. It goes in. Very good. That was a good shot. Here, cheat up. Yep, this is fine. You don't flip into the boost, but you drive. You get the same. You cover the same distance. You're at a pretty good place for I mean, this is a very good position, really, for cheating up. This is great. I hope you do this every kickoff. Great positioning. This plays forward. You should call this, and I know you don't because Sea Dog follows this, or Sea Dog follows this and he doesn't listen to you call it. You have boost here. Guy that is on kickoff doesn't. This Billy Bad Son guy here, he doesn't have boost, or likely doesn't have boost. He's turned away from the play. Just say, I have. That way Sea Dog can make more use, and just in case you miss, and he can go for their 100 or turn around and rotate. But what you do is you double commit for this. If one of you misses or this guy gets back, we're going to be a really bad spot where I'm last man and I don't have anybody to help me defend. You should call this and let Sea Dog bail. But yeah, just call that. Make sure you call that. Put it away. Very nice. It's fine. Okay, another position. Oh, this one. Sam should grab boost. You see Sea Dog's in front of you. That's why, and I'm doing kickoff. You cheat up as well, basically, or you sit net. Take advantage. I mean, likely it's not going to be hit over us. You know, in the most likely scenario, you should grab. You know, you should be grabbing boost here. It's most likely not going to go into our net. We have we have a defender kind of in Sea Dog who's going to block or get in the way of the ball as best he can. You should grab boost and then return to net if they have possession of the ball. We have possession here, so you should play up. A 4-time lever isn't moving. Interesting. They play this up. Okay. You should go, to net. Very nice. If you're playing a little far up here, you're also not on goal line. You can clearly see... Oh my gosh, what am I doing? There we are. You can clearly see Sea Dog in this play. You were just at back post. I don't know how we got to this position, but you should have gone from back post to front post and been over here. Ooh. And near post, facing directly towards the play. Because in the case that I don't get back in time, and I'm trying to take this guy's 100, in the case that I don't rotate around you in time to net, and Sea Dog misses this, and this gets boomed into the corner over you, you're just, tries to get over you. You won't be here to block it from going over you, right? You're not going to be here. You're out here for some reason. So if this ball flies up and hits this corner and comes back, this way, you're all the way over here. You'd have to jump to the wall to save this. When you could make it way easier for yourself if you just were in net. You don't need to be up here. If Sea Dog misses this, which I know he doesn't, because we just saw, you should be in net here. You should be on the goal line, pointed towards the play, kind of like how Sea-Dog is here, but just farther behind him, so that he can comfortably go for this. Right now, he doesn't know if he should go for this because he doesn't know if he has a guy behind him. He's like, should I go for this? Is someone going to take net if I leave? He's confused because you're not in net. You should be. Okay. What happens though? He makes a poor challenge. Sea-Dog, and poor touch. Sea-Dog challenges him. You go up. I guess that's fine. I'm not going to talk too much about that. He moves it over you. Take this 100. Right? This situation, you should go pretty much straight back. But here, go for a demo. You just grabbed 100. Go for a demo here. Try to kill one of them. Right? Make use of that positioning. Make use of you being so far up where you usually are. You challenge this. Let's see here. You have 100 boost pretty much. I was going to turn on this until I saw you. I guess it's okay that you cut rotation here. That's fine. You were closer than I was. You play this mid away from them. You almost shoot this, actually. That was almost a really good shot. Again, we're not making really good use of our positioning here. Think about how much you could be doing for the team if you were just, if you had this. If you try to demo one of them, right? You bump this guy. You have 71 boost. You Sea-Dog's back. You see Sea-Dog here. He's right here. And you know that I'm last man back because you don't see me in this play. I must be last man. This ball is about to roll in. If this ball rolls in, right, that's great. But if it doesn't, like it doesn't, if it just hits the bar and tries to roll in, assume and trust that this guy is going to get rid of it. So instead of trying to shoot the ball in this scenario, since you're obviously not going to make it to the ball before this guy, and assume that this guy is going to get there and he's going to clear it before you even get there, you should take your 71 boost while we are back here, turn, and try to demo this guy. Try to demo him on the way, right? He's going to be up here. He's the last man. There's no threat of a hard clear or anything. We're fine where we are. Sea-Dog should be playing up in a second. Come up here when he's right in this area. When he's cleared this ball, demo him from behind. He's the last. He's basically their last line of defense. I don't even see the other guys. Make use of this positioning. Turn on this, demo him, and then rotate out. Or if you wanted, use your 71 boost and then go this way maybe, and then try to demo a guy on their way back. Right? Something like that. Do a demo. You're so far up. Do a demo. Stop just rotating out without doing anything. You're killing so many opportunities where we could have so much more offensive pressure, not have to worry about clears. You're just rotating back. You could make so much more use of this position. Demoing people, cutting off play, not just cutting off plays, but demoing people and stealing boost, which you've been stealing boost. Very good. But demo these guys. They're all three right here now. Turn, demo them. All three of them are in net. They're making a very close save here. And Sea-Dog has an open net, misses. Mechanical errors happen. You turn again for this. You have full boost. Again, here's another position. This is good. You cut rotation here. You have 100. You have more boost than I don't know if you have more boost, but you have enough boost. You're closer to this position. I'm back because I'm afraid they're going to hit it around Sea-Dog. This is a good position to cut rotation. I have to come in. I 50 him. Sea-Dog shouldn't go for this. He should know, but that's all right. You come back. You see, if you were aware here, let's see how aware you were. You should probably play it safe and go front post and let one of us rotate behind you. Rushing this play in the corner, if you get beat, you're the last man back. You don't see anyone in net. If you don't see anyone in net, you must assume that you're the last man. If you don't see anyone in this area, assume you're last man back. In this, play the safe. Don't go for this. I don't know if you're going to get to it first, but don't go for this. Because in the event that they do beat you, leave us in a bad position. Anyway, Sea-Dog and I rotate back to net. He takes a shot. I actually pump Sea-Dog. Sea-Dog, this is very close. This is just very horrible positioning by all of us. You go forward. Try to hit it off the wall. This is great. This was actually kind of a little slow play. You didn't boom it off the wall. That was good. That was not slow playing it. I would have tried to 50 this guy, right? Ooh, let's play review. See, because in this position, this is great, right? You hit it off the wall lightly, and you take possession here. and you slow down in everything. This is so great. You know, all of that part was great. That was great. You know, 2 players are behind you. You know, you just saw us. In this position, get behind this ball and do a low 50. 50-50 this guy. These guys, you can see the backs of their vehicles. Let them go. This guy's going to come up and rush you like he did. Low 50 him. If you beat this last guy, one of us is behind you. We'll come up and we'll take possession. And then you can rotate out with your 0 boost and go grab boost, play third man. But what you do here is you just hit it to him and you've passed it to him by hitting this so hard. Another thing you could try to do, well, no, that's about all I would do. I was about to say you could try to hit it around him. But in this position, you're not angled very well to hit it right or left. So just 50 him for this. You know, when you 50, it's probably going to go left or right when you make that challenge. And these guys are pointed away from the play. This guy will be out of the play since he did the 50. And Sea-Dog or I can come behind and swoop the ball up and make a play towards net. But what you do here is all you're doing is throwing away our possession. Watch how hard. You don't need to hit it this hard because this guy's waiting for you to do that. He wants you to do that. He can go up and they're like, oh, sweet, we have offensive pressure again. Luckily, it's a bad touch and I can come up and I can take it. I'm going to go for a shot here. You guys should both be farther up once this happens. You should immediately book it. Sea-Dog here should book it. The second man, he should play very far up and you should not be that far behind him. You have 0 boost. Just grab 12s. You don't have to worry about this 100. If you do worry about the 100, make a beeline. But yeah, I'd just go for 12s. Sea-Dog's playing a little too far back. Again, both of you are playing way too far back here because this play is not dangerous, right? For you guys. It's not dangerous. It's not going to get boomed over us. There's no threat of clear. I'm going up for this. All 3 of these guys are going up for this. Worst case scenario, this is just going to get shot off the backboard and then played mid. You both should be playing a lot farther forward. In this situation, if Sea-Dog is farther forward, he can try to shoot this or set this up. And if you're farther forward, if he sets it up, I'm rotating out. And you can take a shot while they're all scrambling, right? But you're too far, you're too far out of the way. Sea-Dog makes a bad touch, passes it to the other team. You see that I'm behind you now. Sea-Dog's making some strange rotation. I explained that in his video. You challenge this. That's fine. I'm going to go for a wall play here. It doesn't go well. Where's Sea-Dog? Oh, there he is. He can be playing farther up than this. The second that he sees that I have this ball, he should just turn towards the play, right? He should turn towards the play where the play is going to happen, right? And what you should do is you should play behind him. But what Sea-Dog's done here, since he's played so far back, you're trying to play behind him, but he's played as far back as he can be. So you assume that you need to go net since Sea-Dog's playing so far back, and you must be third man. What you should do here, if Sea-Dog does this, if he plays too far back, and you have any boost, really, any reasonable amount of boost, 97, you should, if Sea-Dog is right here, say, I'll play second, do this, because we can't have this happening. You're in a better position for second man than Sea-Dog is, and you just got back from being first man and everything, or whatever, or from the last play. But anyway, in this position, you're playing third. You're not playing third the best that you could be, but again, Sea-Dog's kind of put you in this position where, this isn't really your fault. If Sea-Dog would have been farther up for this, he could have met this guy. If he was way farther up, then he should be way farther up and sees this play happening. He might have been able to beat this guy to the ball and not left you in this situation. You should turn back to net. You should see that this is going off a backboard. Basically, this ball, right? You should just see, oh, crap. Let me see. Put down. You should see, oh, crap, this ball's about to bounce this way and off the wall. So what you should do, instead of sitting net here, you should make a sharp turn and try to challenge this guy the second this ball gets into this area as fast as you can, just so that no one shoots it. Yep, and you do that, which is great. Then you grab 100. Oh, you missed the 100. Well, just make sure you're grabbing 100s when you can. That was a good opportunity to actually grab the 100. Usually I preach that you should use 12 pads, get the 12 pads. That's a good position to take this 100 from not Chris 69. But he's just going to take this free 100. Sea-Dog should be up farther for this. You're there. You hit this ball before this guy gets to it. You go back in. That's fine. No one's playing aggressively. It is what it is. Sea-Dog's going to get an easy clear. I'm going to go back to net here, just in case someone clears it. You play second man here. You see Sea-Dog's playing up. That's perfect. You hesitated. You didn't ball chase that and get in Sea-Dog's way. He's going to play it up. He's going to pop it over this guy. You jumped a little too, here you're a little too far forward. You should this isn't a bad ball to go for. Maybe you challenge this guy in the air and maybe it goes in. You just put that pressure on. That's fine. I mean, you have a last man back and it's 35 seconds left. You're 2 up and everything. But just, don't jump from like right here. And don't like fast aerial or whatever you're doing, because you're just, you're jumping too fast into this when this play is going to clearly be above your head. You're not going to be able you're not going to be able to make enough vertical height. You're just going to fly under it, and then you're just going to have to bail. You're going to say, uh-oh, this ball going into this corner. I'm going to shadow this a little bit into the sidewall. I might turn here. You're rotating back around. Again, Sea-Dog's playing back, and you're going to probably get confused by his positioning. Here, take second man. Sea-Dog's playing too passively. Take second man. And I know you don't, you're probably thinking Sea-Dog should have second man, and he should. But if you see Sea-Dog so far back, play second man. Here, you play second man well, it's fine. You should just be a little bit farther up for this. You didn't need to, you should have just been a little bit more far up, but it works out. I mean, you didn't need to swing out this much for this ball. But that's fine. When you play it, I'm going to go for this. I'm going to go for a redirect, and then I bail the second I know I don't have it. You're going to try to shoot this. I mean, that's fine. 20 seconds left, and it almost goes in. I should have turned there, but I didn't. Sea-Dog's going to go for this. Misses. Mechanical error happens. Also, just a little bit of a wall read error. He should just work on his wall reads. Here, let me see. Where are you? Here's a situation, you clearly have 2 players here. Grab a boost. Try to demo Fort Tyne Lover or something. Do something on their half of the field. And don't rotate out so far, I wouldn't even go for this corner 100, right? Just take some 12s or something. Try to steal this corner boost if it's there. Go for some demos on these guys, since they're on the half of the field that the play is going on in. Don't go all the way over here. You're just making yourself kind of irrelevant to the play at large, just like this other guy over here. You rotated out so far. Sea-Dog plays it back to me. The second you see that I have this, you should leave net. Very good. You play up. You mess up a little bit on the goalpost there. Mechanical mistake happens. The goalpost tripped you up. I see no one else is going. There's 7 seconds left. This replay is basically over. You challenge this guy. And that's pretty much the replay. But yeah, just some things that I would work on. I would just, you're playing, sometimes you're making use of, you don't make good use of your play style. Right? You'll see a lot of the times, right, when you'll see, regular defensive rotation, right? Like, one of us is in net, and waiting for this, and the other one is going for the challenge, and you'll find yourself that you like to play pretty far up. When we're in defensive rotation, you spend a lot of time up here, and that's fine. You spend more time than we do out of net. We spend way more time than you do in net, and that's fine. You like to play farther up. You're first man. You're up here. And you can that's a great position to be in, even in defensive rotation, because if we clear this ball, you're up to receive a pass, and you're upfield a little bit to receive a pass. If we pass it out of defense, you're in a position to get demos, steal one of the mid 100s from them since they're on offense, or steal our take our corner, or whatever. That's great, but you just got to make use of it, right? Another thing, the same on offensive rotation, right? We'll be on offensive rotation here, and you'll make this play happen, this great play happen, and then you'll be somewhere in their net, or you'll be in the corner right next to the 100, and you'll take the 100, and that's great. That's great, and I love that you do that. That's perfect. But you don't take advantage of 3 guys sitting in net, or the guy that's about to go for the ball that you could easily bump. Just go for bumps. Go for bumps. That's making great use of your place. That makes absolutely wonderful play. That it's just do that stuff. Try to steal boost, bump them, disrupt the play. When we don't have, like when Sea-Dog plays too far back, or when it's better that you cut, when it's better than you cut rotation. If you see, just be aware of who that you're not double committing. That's just kind of how you play. That's fine. Players play like that. There are pro players that play like that. But you just got to make better use of, you have so many great opportunities to do stuff upfield, farther up, and you don't make any use of it. And that just makes us sit in net a little bit longer. There's some other things, obviously. I'm not going to go through all of them, but you've gone through it. You've seen some of the errors. Sometimes you play a little bit too far back, as well as Sea-Dog does, and stuff like that. But generally, just maybe write down some stuff, and work on it as we play. Try to implement some of the stuff to your gameplay, like going for bumps, going for demos, rotating more smoothly, not rotating in the way of the play, and stuff like that. But anyway, man, I hope this kind of helps you. I'd like to do a 2v2 replay review of you, or even a 1v1 replay. If there's a way to do that, I'll look into that. But I'd like to do a 2v2 replay. I feel like I do a lot better with 2s and 1s. But and then I could, with 2s and 1s, I feel like I can point out a lot of your more glaring flaws. But anyway, I do hope this helped.